Hello, my name is Hannah Lee. Thank you for joining me in my talk today. Today I would like to focus on a company that is run by a woman, for women, and was created and owned by a woman, and that is Mary Kay. Most people don't think of Mary Kay as one of those companies that people want to work at. But if you look at the business model and look at the incentives for working for Mary Kay, you can see that it is a great company and an inspirational company to aspire to. And I think those things go down to not only the incentives for consultants, the ethics of the company, and also looking at the owner herself, Mary Kay, and what she likes and what she inspired to do in her company that still runs today. So looking at the incentives for consultants, consultants are the basis of Mary Kay, like any employee. The employees in Mary Kay are called consultants because the consultants are the first people you talk to when you talk about Mary Kay. Oftentimes, especially in the early days of Mary Kay before the internet, consultants were the ones who would go door to door, face to face, and according to a study in 2005 that looked at feminist organizations and feminist cosmetic brands and cosmetic culture, these Mary Kay consultants would often face rejection. Out of every 10 people that these consultants would talk to, one person would say yes to a facial, and maybe that person would buy more products at the end. So that rejection can bring a heavy toll. But some of the things that help that are the incentives. The most famous one everyone knows about Mary Kay is the pink Cadillac. According to Jim Underwood in his book, he talks about how the pink Cadillac is a very public and very noticeable incentive, and it's supposed to be that way. Being a consultant is hard work and it's often discouraging, and many people may not want to do that again, go door to door and get rejected over and over again. But getting that pink Cadillac or getting that money reward is a huge incentive and makes people want to work and want to strive for that goal, because unlike most other jobs where one person out of a full rally of people can get chosen, the pink Cadillac, you earn it. And so not only is it, like Jim Underwood said, a very public way of acknowledging that employee, but it's also a public way of recognizing the achievements of that employee, and the employee can use it in a very practical way. Now, ethics in a business is also a huge thing many employees look at. Does the business I work for, is it ethical? And oftentimes, ethical behavior takes a life on its own in a company and brings out the best in people. And according to the Journal of Business Strategies, Mary Kay is an ethical leader and an ethical company. And for example, in 1989, Mary Kay was one of the few companies that decided to shut down their product animal testing. This was huge, especially back in 1989, when animal testing was still very common. And Mary Kay took a huge loss, not only in profits, but they had to invest more money into looking at new makeup and new cosmetic products that weren't using animal testing. And back then, it may have been a huge loss, but now we can see that Mary Kay was one of the forerunners for animal rights, which is a huge thing, especially if you are a pro-animal rights activist or pro-animal rights person when you look for makeup. And at the time, many people who were looking for pro-animal rights cosmetics had very few options to go to. Mary Kay gave them that option, which made people not only feel good about selling the makeup, but buying the makeup. One of the things Mary Kay also does is focus a lot of their attention and efforts on domestic violence victims, domestic violence programs, and awareness programs. And Mary Kay Incorporated, Mary Kay Foundation, overall, over the past 15 years, have donated more than $53 million to domestic violence prevention and awareness programs. And in 2017, they even created their own Suits for the Shelter program that will collect women's professional attire and give it to domestic violence victims. And so those are one of the few ethical things that they're still doing to promote ethics in their company and helping outside of the company into the community. And of course, none of this is without looking at the leader herself, Mary Kay. Mary Kay was a working woman. She had to leave and drop out of her classes in college after her first husband left her, and she decided to work for a makeup company for 25 years that not only paid her less than some of her male employees, but oftentimes would take the male employees that she herself trained and promote them over her, which made her furious. So, as a working mom, and she got married 2 more times, her second husband died, and overcoming that adversity of all of her family struggles, she created her own company. And not only did she create her own company, showing other young women how to overcome their adversity and to move past that and make their own company, but also gave women a choice to work for their company. Mary Kay oftentimes focuses on young women, on women out of college, women who are struggling with multiple jobs, women who are moms. And Mary Kay says, it's fine if you're doing any of that, you can work for us still too. And I think Mary Kay, with her focus on women and stemming from head down, is a huge benefit and a huge inspiration for other businesses and other business models. And that's why I chose Mary Kay as my business that I inspire to look at when looking at business models. Thank you.